Of course you heard me. Can we go back? No, of course we can't go back. Finally, someone grabbed alone instead of me. Wonderful. Thank you for being a meat shield. Anyway, this guy has really good hearing. Not a great fan of that. But that also means that I am not fully certain on how to deal with you. Like, I can try and shoot. But if I shoot, I will shoot that bottle. Are you going to... No, not that bottle. I want... Aim. Okay, fine. Aim there. Then we're gonna try and run, because he's gonna go after the... bottle. You had to go after the bottle, not after us! Alone. You had every opportunity to go around him there. Every opportunity to go around him there. I think we have to distract him and then run. But that means I'm reliant on your artificial intelligence to know what you're doing and my... also artificial intelligence to know what I'm doing. Because I have no clue what the hell I'm doing. Well, hoping for the best. No, shoot. Here we go. Here we go. And now you didn't spot us. That's wonderful. Really wonderful. But the moment we do this, he's gonna hear us, isn't he? Push, 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 push. Faster, faster. That's it, that's it. Okay. He can't hear us. Can I hit that gong? Alone? Please get out of the way. There's danger to the right. That means you don't want to keep on standing there. Is that a snake? Surely that's not a snake, right? I guess, alone, you may have to hit this. I wanted to shoot it, but that's not working. Well, that's not normal. And that most certainly is not normal. Don't show a head. Do not show a head. Also, don't show a foot. The head would have been creepier. The foot is more gross. I am thinking we may have met our doctor. Possibly. Do we go towards the doctor, or? I mean, I'm a little curious. I don't know where we're supposed to go. We can most certainly try and chase him. Right? I'm not entirely sure what to think of that. Or that. This place has some fun art. Yeah, no, I think we're gonna just turn around and go to better pastures. Okay, we can activate the elevator probably. How about we just explore this room then and hope for the best? Ticket machine? Not something that we need. Right, or can we do something with this? Hi. Okay, there are spooky children here. Wonderful. That's exactly what we wanted. But is that thus something that happened in our past? Have we been here before? Or are the visions that we are seeing part of our future? I'm not liking either situation, either way. So, surely this won't lead to anything bad, right? Surely there won't be anything bad in the elevator? Nope, safe and sound. Wonderful. Alright. Let's go away from our patient whose moaning is kind of freaking me out. This makes it feel like he's coming towards us, but he isn't. But you know, if there's one patient, there's certainly going to be more. And utter darkness is definitely not on my list of things that I want to see here. Especially with how quiet it is. We have more of the flowers. Because again, those things are gonna catch me off guard in tremendous ways. And then just outright kill me when I least expect it. We can climb through that. But I do not know if that's a one-way. I don't know where this is leading. Is this a one-way? Is this the way to go? I mean, we've got a broken fuse, so that's what we're looking for. Oh. That was a very big lag spike. Wonderful. Okay, we could... Theoretically, you could help me up here. But you won't, because you expect me to go the other way on my own. Then I guess that shall be exactly what we're gonna do. Alone, you just wait there while I deal with God knows what. With God knows what. Or you're just gonna try and follow me. That's fine as well. Just don't expect me to know what I'm doing, okay? Because these plants really freak me out, even though there aren't that many of them. I mean, it really feels like there should be more. Can you help me get up here? Can we pull this out? Can we climb up? No, apparently we were able to grab every single cabinet in the past, but not this one. I guess that means we just got an empty room. But that doesn't feel right. Yeah, I'm being a little weirded out. Okay, then where? Surely we have to go this way. What am I missing? I'm missing something really obvious. Like, surely we're not supposed to go down here, right? No, I thought so. How about... Well, how about we put this one in place? I guess that will work. I'm not a fan of the flickering lights. And this place feels so decrepit, like it can fall and crash and burn at any moment in time. Are you gonna come along with me? That's what I thought. Alright, fine. Then I don't know what the other room was for. I guess we will figure out in the future. But meanwhile, it is again way too quiet. Except for that. That noise can stay away from my part. But if we've got a giant doctor, psychiatrist, whatever, slinking about the place, yeah, fun times. I have no clue where I can go. And where these freaky little ghost children are, or where the freak television is. Can I shoot you? No, of course not. Okay, that's just generally creepy. And again, is this from the radio tower? Broadcast tower? Is it something else entirely? I in general have a lot of questions in regards to where the story is going with Little Nightmares now that we are dealing with this alternate dimension. Because that really changes how you look at things, and it also changes how I anticipate and expected things. Like, I really was under the impression before Little Nightmares 3 that, yeah, this world, it was a twisted world, but it slowly grew that way. And the mystery was, okay, how did it get so twisted? But now that we're dealing with a normal world and this being a different realm, yeah, it certainly changes stuff. But meanwhile, we're not finding any fuses. I'm not going to be able to open that. So... why does it feel like there's just a ton of empty rooms? I can climb on top of here. I'd say the security here is pretty bad. Is this my room? This is my room. We have most definitely been here. Can you try and help me go over here? But yes. What we've been seeing is indeed our past. I've got a feeling that we made alone. This is lucid dreaming. But there's definitely something weird going on with us picking up this doll. I'm going to take this along with me. What? Okay, that is bloody cool. And then it fades. How is that a... I'd say how is that a thing, but how is anything in this world a thing? This little doll of you alone shows us what was. Also shows us that there's a button there that isn't present in our future. Can I take the bow? Shoot. There we go. Okay, so we turned off the lights. That's wonderful. Did that do anything for us? I don't think so. That is really cool. Okay, well, can we take this doll along with us? Like, if I go all the way over here, can I jump with this? I can throw it out, but then I can't get it anymore. But the door is open. Oh, that is mind-bending. Oh. Hello, Mr. Fish. How are you doing? I am amazed by this. This is cool. And it then really means, where can you go and what changed? Can we take stuff from these worlds that used to be and bring it into our worlds? Or does it simply open the path? Because right now it's definitely confusing me a little bit. In regards to, have we been in this room already in the past? From a different side? And how does this affect our current timeline? Because it remains closed either way. No, it's open there, right? Yeah, it's definitely open in this reality. Because we can just pass through. Just like that. Which now makes me wonder, was that door open all this time and could I have just passed through there? Probably. But how this also affects the flowers that we've got going on? Will they still kill us? I mean, this place is an absolute mess, but this just changes everything that we thought we knew. Hello, Fuse. Over. If you can take that along with you, I will hold the doll. Everything will be fine. This is so cool. This is the kind of crazy stuff that you hope to see in these games. Right. Alone. You can just walk through that door. But at the same time, I need you to do this. So, okay, that's fine. We're not leaving this doll of you behind. No, we're fine, we're fine. But this really then puts into question what you are. If you indeed are created in this nowhere, how even? Again, it's really cool, but are you just our imaginary friend turned real in that case? But what does that then mean for your personality and whatnot? And if we try to leave this place, what does that mean for you? I will take this, because again, secret, even though it doesn't do anything for me. I mean, the only reward for those really is a case of, yeah, little jingle, that's all. Alright, let's put that back into place. At least I would say put it back into place if I could recall where we actually left. Nope. Don't do that. I want this. It would be helpful if I could recall where the hell we would even place the fuse, because we jumped through something. And I have completely lost my way because we're dealing with two different worlds right now. Technically, 3 worlds. The real world, the nightmare world, and the nightmare world in the past, that it's all nice and pretty. But what's the nightmare world in general in that regard at that point in time? Or is this doll functioning as a gateway between the real worlds and this nightmare realm? And okay, so we can't go through that door. But we could climb through, if required. Power's not exactly fading while we're in it, so... I'm not entirely sure where I want to go. Because I got a feeling. We place this down here. We go through here. You throw... Can you throw this through here? Alone? That's what I hope to see. Thank you. Now, I don't know what this means for us leaving the doll behind, though. Because again, I would like to bring that along with me. But I do not fully know how. Like, sure, this opens this up. Which means we can activate that if we bring this along, but... Can we somehow bring that doll back? Can I throw it through here? How did we get into this room? We had this door open, but that is closed because the door is on that side. Are we capable of bringing the doll with us? If we grab the doll here, we can cross this broken floor, but then the question becomes, can we go through this door? The answer for that is a no, so we have to leave it behind. There is no way for us to bring the doll along with us. Which feels wrong. Like, oh my god, that is a bloody powerful tool, so... Are we really going to try and leave that behind? That doesn't seem right. By the way, can we... Alone, I'm not sure if you're trying to help me or not, but... I'm trying to bring this closer towards that leaf so that we can pull it and open this door. Maybe that will open the door. So that we can get the doll back. Okay, guess we have to bring it a little bit closer. That's fine. Totally fine. There we go. Easy. Easy. That's you open. But... it's only this door. There's no way that will open anything else. So do we just say goodbye to the time-altering doll? I mean, I will take a snack. I'll rat it. Thank you. And can we use that for anything? I really don't know what happened in this place to begin with. I kinda wonder if we even want to know what happened in this place in the first place. Well, hello there. I see you. Or are you just a tree root? Oh, no, you are not just a tree root. You are not just a tree root. Okay, okay, okay. Well, you did not give us any chance there. Fine. This place is a nightmare. And we have only seen 2 of its limbs. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Pull this. Pull this. You are moving in a very freaky manner. Hide, hide. He can't see us. There's no way he can see us. There is something about the amount of frames that hand seems to be moving with, in comparison to us, that really makes it feel very wrong. This is bad, for sure. At least I am quiet on here. But if we pull that, we're gonna be in trouble. If only I had the time-altering doll to show me a place that is not this messed up. Because we need to flee. Where to? No clue. I'm sorry. You really are not giving me any time. Alright, fine. Let's try that again. I was running at full speed there. Here we go. Let's try that again. And flee, and flee. Full speed, straight towards that box. You did not do that before. So I will not take that as my fault. Just keep running, just keep running. Just imagine if he starts using his other hand and foot. What are you doing? Okay, that's what you're doing. That's fine. We're not here. What? Okay, apparently he can see us without looking at us. In the traditional sense. That guy's a nightmare. That's what. And not exactly a little one at that. And again, I can imagine the panic. If you're playing with someone else, and you're in that room, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? We're standing on glass. Try and smash the glass. And instead here, it's already solved by... It's cool, but falls flat for single player. That's really a shame. Either way, we have met our psychiatrist doctor friend. We've met him with one hand and one foot in the grave. What about the other hand and the foot? And what the hell about his face? Are we gonna be okay with just walking through this? This feels bad. Do not let these be psychedelic mushrooms. We're gonna be imagining stuff, aren't we? I've got a feeling things are about... Oh. I have a feeling things are about to get very messed up. Especially when I hear the children giggle again. Meanwhile, I've not seen any of the child-eating plants, or anything eating plants, because they also attack the patients of this place. Those things. Okay, that's interesting. Little girl on a bed in the ocean. I have got a feeling there is some very big lore stuff with these two paintings over here. When you take into account, apparently there's also some comics for Little Nightmares. There's also I think a mobile game, Very Little Nightmares. There is some implications going on that I don't understand. But what am I currently hearing? Because we need a key. And I think our big doctor no longer needs it, so... Will he give it willingly to us? Or am I hearing one of the patients right now? I think I'm hearing one of the patients. Okay, I got a feeling you want one of these. Did you hear that? No, you did not hear that. Alright, that means we're good. Oh. Oh, miss. That's what I thought. Ooh, okay, that's messed up, that's messed up, that's messed up. That's really messed up. Well, I'm glad that you've got your mouth full. She was gonna try and kill us anyway. Alone, we're just gonna move on, act as if nothing happened. I'm assuming that we can't do anything here. No, we can't go there. Alright, moving on, quickly. I was wondering, are we going to find more of those plants? Because it has been a very long time right now. And I'm again hearing the children giggle. Why am I hearing the children bloody giggle? I mean, I don't imagine ghost children will hurt us. But the fact that we have seen one of them, and the fact that I'm still hearing them, does really make me worried. Not for the fact that we might die or something, but... Okay, it's great that we opened that up. But that's not actually doing anything for us, unless we have got a time-bending doll. And we do not have a way to get that, do we? Or do we? Wait, where did I leave the time-bending doll? Because we're back where we... we're back where we just were. Was this broken already? This might have been broken already. Okay, I might have misplaced the time-bending doll. Because I very much left it on this side, right? Is there any way for me to get the time-bending doll back? Because it's right over here. So... did I open the way to where I want to go right now, or...? Yes, I did. I definitely did, because that door in the distance was closed, and we just ran over the gap. This here be brand new. I think. Yup. Really interesting. Is the wall okay there? Yeah, that's just generally messed up. Okay, I'm not gonna play around with the limits of space and time too much by trying to see if I can wander onto the area that is between the two realms, because I might fall through. And that's honestly a little bit terrifying to consider. So, we're just gonna walk safe and sound. Everything will be fine. Although it is generally very quiet in this hospital. We've only got one way to go. Well, this seems lovely. For a padded cell. But then how is this doll doing this? Is this... is the doll also a creation of us? For example? Or is the doll part of this realm? Oh, you want me to leave the bloody doll behind again? I don't want to leave the doll behind. It's bending time and space. And I guess we now learned that there is indeed an edge between the two realms that is not safe. The thing I wanted to avoid, I accidentally did. Wonderful. Right, stand here. Everything is fine. No, I need it in the next room, right? Yeah, I need it in the next room in order to walk over. Fine. One thing is for sure. All of this is definitely getting freaked. I need to jump through. Okay, if I leave it right here. And then we jump. Because it's not completely safe. Is that a place that we know? I'm not too sure. Very Little Nightmares had a place called The Nest, but I can't actually remember what it looks like. Oh no. No, no, no. Can you guys see? I hope you can't see. Have all your eyes been gouged out? I think they have been. Alright, then we're just gonna sneak past. There's nothing to worry about. At least you guys don't move when I'm not looking at you. That makes this so much better. This is all fine. But it makes you wonder why all of you are just standing about the place. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Okay, where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Do we go inside of the dryer? Is that a way down? Is it the chute? Yep, that's a chute. Hello? Thank God that you're here. Well, we can say goodbye to that doll for quite some time again, I'm guessing. I am not a fan of these patients. But I'm certainly not a fan of the doctor. Okay, one way to go. Everything will be fine. Just slowly sneak forward and it will be a... Okay, is that this door making that much noise? Thank you. Much appreciated. That was freaking me out. Creaky doors be terrifying, I tell ya. And every single time we have no clue where the hell we're ending up. Like, are we actually outside right now? Are we inside of a little garden in the middle of the complex? We are definitely outside because that's a electricity pole. And the plant life is wonderful. Oh, this is not gonna end up great for us. This is... can we hide? Can we hide? He will find us eventually. What? Oh, you are desperately trying to keep the place together. Well, we got a mattress to land on, but we know at least that his main body is in the building where we came from, so we really want to move onwards to where his body and head is not. Though, to be fair, if his head can stretch just the way that his body can, theoretically nowhere is safe. And that is just freaky. At least he won't notice us like this, but... I do know his hands are here. Which means I really want to be quiet in case he starts slinking back. Backtracking in order to try and grab us. But if we knew him in the past... Who was he to us? Like, how long have we been trapped in this nightmare realm? And the memories that we had, are they part of the nowhere? Or are they part of the real world? Okay, questions later, running first. Just keep on going, just keep on going. I jumped there. Fine, retry. With a hop, skip, and jump, we just keep on moving. And jump, there we go. Much better this time around. Right, where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? I can try and shoot. Oh. Well, this is what I meant. His head can also come and visit us. I've got a feeling you would like to have a little bit of pain yourself. Because that's the problem, there's a lot of nerve endings in the hand, from what I remember, which causes you to be able to feel. And likewise, are you dealing with some messed up stuff in your treatment of patients? But no, this really brings forth a ton of questions right now in what the hell is going on. Is the world that we saw through the eyes of the time-bending doll, is that what the nowhere was in the past? Is it looking into the real world? Is it a gate between the nowhere and the real world as a result? And if so, how? Okay, for a moment I thought my flashlight had also the time-bending and space-altering powers, because I didn't see the cobweb, but no, it's still there. Is that? But whatever you are, can I shoot you? I guess I can't shoot you. Fine. I just see a doll. I think it's the Lady of the Maw. We can make that jump. Still terrifying. Especially because I don't know how much these paintings can hold. Or tables. Nope. Just climb up, climb up. But really begs the question, how is there a link between the nowhere? Okay, that's fine. How is there a link between the nowhere and the possible normal worlds? And are our memories thus of the normal worlds? And did our doctor find a way to link them? How did we escape? When did we enter the nowhere? And we're definitely not in a familiar place right now, right? We can't be. Okay, I have got a feeling I'm gonna have to send you through. I don't know where that will leave you, but alone. Good luck. Well, thank you very much. I'm not joining you just yet, though. I just want to make sure that I found everything that I wanted to find. Yep, I'm joining you. Don't worry. Can I? Hello? 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 There we go. Again, the creepy children laughing and doing their thing. I have a feeling that if you are experiencing this without any knowledge from outside of the game, and your only experience is from Little Nightmares 1 and 2, you would really be asking yourself, okay, what the hell is going on? Because even I, with just a tiny sliver of information, I'm already having that feeling. Okay, up we go. But where is our doctor now? Because I can shoot him in the hands. But that means relying on my ability to do so. Which really means we're gonna have to work together. And I have a feeling our doctor is not gonna go without a fight. He's not gonna let us escape without a fight. Everything is fine. Where is our doctor? And does he have a spare mirror by any chance? Okay, I think alone This is a moment that we run. Or not. I hear the creepy children to my left. I see a key. Hello. That feels like a trap. This feels like a trap. If I grab this, his hand is gonna burst through these suitcases. I guess not. Good. Still doesn't mean I feel safe, but that's a different story. I will take you as well. Thank you. And then we just leave and head off and act like nothing is wrong. Okay, he's not gonna come popping out of that wall, right? I mean, it's a perfect hole for him. Hello? I definitely hear you on this side. And I don't know where I want to go. Hello. Who were you and what happened to you? I have so many questions in my head right now. Like, again, assuming that the doll shows the normal world. In the normal world, you in that case also had the symbolism of the eye, right? Because the doors in this place, the closed off gates, had the eye. So who exactly is our doctor? And how much of the stuff that we are seeing right now is actually just part of this world, and how much is the real world but a reflection of it? Okay, it's quiet for now. That's good. But it is too quiet, and there's too much rubble falling all over the place to make us think that we are in any kind of safety. We're gonna have to run. Where to? That I do not know. We know that this door surely won't open, right? I mean, it does open, but we're not gonna like what we find on the other side. Right? I think we together face what lies beyond. I was expecting us to run backwards, but whether or not alone is real or not, she is still here with me. And that is currently what matters. We for sure know this place. Hello, Doc. And goodbye, Doc. I have no intention to stay. It was just a revisit. Everything will be fine. Okay, just keep running. And be prepared. I really feel like I need to shoot you at some point, all of a sudden, and I'm going to miss that moment because I'm just too focused on running. Okay, good sir, you have got issues. You're trying to hold this place together. You can't hold this place together if you are forcefully trying to keep your patience in like this. Hello. Okay, this is fine. Alone, where are you? I'm just running on instinct. I'm running on instinct. That's all I've got going on right now. Yeah. Okay, we've got a gong. Can you hit that gong? Possibly. He can't see us right now. I've got archery. I have got archery. Okay. Do we run? I think we run. I think we just run. Yep. Okay. Inside of the walls. Surely he will have a limit to how far he can stretch, right? Even The teacher had a limit. Alone? We've got a mirror. We flee. We flee. Wait, this is the mirror that we saw in the very beginning. Well, that's trouble for us. Go. Alone? Come on, get up. Oh, what the... Well, how could I know that I was standing in the spot where a television would crash down on me? Okay, how the hell are we going to survive this? Okay, you're trying to bring the place down on us. You're gonna keep on bringing the place down on us. Okay. This is definitely a case of trial and error, trying to survive, trying to be safe at any spot. Okay, so that's safe. That's safe. Then we go back. Because there's stuff crashing all over the place. This way, this way, this way. Alone. Oh. Okay. If you can smash that, you can distract him again. I don't know how exactly this works, but... Oh, I need to... Yep. I thought you could maybe just smash through it. But just smash. Just smash. Do your thing. Quickly! Oh, God. Yep, trial and error for sure. Okay, all the way over here. And... together, yes. This time I know what I'm doing. Sort of. Oh, grab it. There we go. This gives you a little bit more time to hit this thing. And then what? That is my opportunity to strike. You did not like that, did ya? Okay, one hand down. 2 feet and a hand to go. Okay. We're fine. Okay. Go away there. Oh my God. Yep, this place is really coming down on us. Oh, I can shoot that. Grab the bow. Wonderful. You get up on top of the air. Do your shockwave, whatever control you have over this world. And then I take aim. Oh, God. Is that a way? Whoa, that's not a way out. That's not a way out. Hit him in the glasses. And out of the way. There we go. Doctor. We're checking out. Just hold on. Don't let me go. Oh. Somehow we made you real. But how? And that mirror that we saw at the very beginning. Where will that take us? And the fact that you did not want to go through. Is that a way home? Ugh. Doctor, how about you stop moving? If this mirror is a way home, then it explains why Alone did not want to go through. Because she can't exist out there, right? A world with normal daylight. Can you live in that world? She is a creation of the nowhere. She is a creation of us in the nowhere. And as we leave, she can't exist. Huh. And where does that leave us now? Are we out of the nowhere? Or just in a slightly brighter place? We might be in the real world, looking at our size. But what would trying to go back even do for us? Because in the end, we are alone. And thus ends the base game of Little Nightmares 3, with 2 pieces of DLC coming at some point in the future, which I do hope to play at some point, but God knows when that will be. So that brings me to ponder on how I feel about this game, and I have thoughts for sure. And I do fear that I'm not going to be as positive as I was for Little Nightmares 1 and 2, so do let me start this final ramble off with the fact that I had a fair bit of fun with Little Nightmares 3, and I think it's a fairly decent game, and I for sure did not envy the developers for having to come up with a third game in the series that would have to measure up against the awesomeness of the first two, especially as the original developers went off to make their own Reanimal game. You're all free to disagree with any of my opinions, as that is just what they are, and any criticism from me comes from a place of love for these games, but as always, I have to be honest, and there is no way that I can say that this game managed to reach the grades of the first two, and I do believe that the issue for me lies in multiple areas. Some can certainly see improvements for when the DLC and possible future games arrive, but others are more fundamental to where the story is now going. Maybe time has faded my perception, as it has been like, 4 years since I last played Little Nightmares 2? So maybe I'm remembering those games as better than they were in some areas, but if I have to use a few words on how I feel about this third installment right now, I would use disjointed and incomplete. Let me start off with that second one, incomplete, as it is also more gameplay focused. Little Nightmares 3 to me feels incomplete in a lot of areas. As I said, I may be remembering the previous games too fondly, but in here I very often had the feeling that there were too many empty areas that had very little going on. Even rooms containing those collectible dolls often felt like they had nothing going on in them. Nothing interesting to see, to truly think about, and it is always tricky to keep the tension balance in a steady flow, but so often did it feel like many of the rooms we just walked through had barely anything going on. Add in the fact that the enemy encounters to me also felt way too short, and you get a situation where the game doesn't get a chance to truly shine the way that it managed to do so in the past. Take the CEO, secretary, supervisor, whatever, in the factory, for example. We semi-easily sneaked past her in 2 smaller rooms for a short moment. We saw her turn into her spider form, had a short chase sequence, followed by a second short chase, and oh, she's dead. Guess we're done. Compare that to the first game with Mr. Grabby, the janitor, or maybe the many tension-filled moments of the second game, and is it wrong for me to expect more from this third game when it is surely being made with a bigger budget and is also being sold for more than the previous games? And when you then take in the idea that all the special mechanics of every chapter, they were barely used and quickly forgotten, I'm just left with a feeling that Little Nightmares 3 could have been more. How often did we use the feather umbrella in the baby deserts? And did they ever use it in a way that was more than just move from A to B? Did our flashlight in the airship ever get used for anything other than simply shining some light? Or the reality-altering plushie, and I am most positive about that one, as I thought it would be a really cool thing. But why wasn't that, for example, used in something like a siege defense section, where you had to block specific doors from the doctor's approach by making them appear from the other reality? Or using it for puzzles is fine, but I feel like we barely got to make use of it before we just left it behind because the puzzle was over. So yeah, overall I just get this incomplete feeling, with the idea that Little Nightmares 1 and 2 did things much better. Aesthetic-wise, the game looks beautiful, but I feel like it could have been much richer than it ended up being. As for that other word, disjointed, I can't help but feel weird about the interconnectivity of the world's design and story thanks to the whole mirror traversal. It is cool to see such varied environments like the desert town and the carnival airship, but when they are so different from one another and are only connected through a mirror fade to black, you technically could have put the 4 chapters in a completely different order, and I'd say that little would have changed. Unlike the Maw and the Pale City, there is no true sense of actual traversal through the nowhere in a sensible manner, except from the airship to the psych ward, and because of that, you could have removed the entire baby desert from the game and instead started right in the candy factory, as nothing from the desert had any influence on the rest of our adventure, I believe. When I saw the transport balloons outside of the factory, I said I imagined that we'd use one to escape and go to the airship, as the environment told us about their connection. The solution to connect the 2 places for our journey was right there, but no. A random mirror in a storeroom ends up being the way up there and out of the factory. If we then look at the grander story for Little Nightmares, yes, I would say that the games have always been vague, but you still got a sense for their contained story and how it fitted into the bigger picture. 6 and the Maw showed you this twisted world where the lady lured people to keep a messed up cycle of consumption going for her own benefit of beauty, whereas Mono and the Pale City gave us a look into how people started to twist and turn into the monsters through the signal tower, and thus in turn brought 6 towards the maw. Their stories, although confusing and thought-provoking, had a mysterious beginning and open-ended ending that still made sense from start to finish. The world of the nowhere was always a mystery as to how it got to be the way that it is, and I do not know if this was originally meant to turn into the whole separate dimension story we've got going on now, but if you only know of what happened in Little Nightmares 1, 2 and 3 and have no knowledge of anything from the comics or the Sound of Nightmares podcast or whatever, in what manner does the story of Little Nightmares 3 then make sense compared to what came before? What would you have to think of the sudden reality-altering plushie that is just lying around? Who was the psychiatrist? And why did he keep Lo and the other kids locked up, but somehow allowed Lo to escape? And how does the eye symbolism make sense to be a part of his body and his institute, while also clearly being of greater influence in the wider nowhere, where people in the desert town use bone meal from bird skulls to draw the eye on the floor with what felt like a sacrifice for the big baby? How does any of that connect with each other in this game? By adding in the real world element to possibly try and expand the lore instead of sticking to the idea of a world that slowly got corrupted, I just fear that the franchise is starting to dig holes for itself and raise questions it can't possibly answer in a satisfying manner. Little Nightmares 3 had an insanely difficult job to try and match the greatness of that which came before, and although I had fun and am intrigued by whatever the Secrets of the Spiral DLC will offer in the future, I do have to place this game as my least favorite of the series, a fair bit below the first game, while Little Nightmares 2 remains at the absolute top. I can appreciate what the developers were trying to do with, for example, the attempted addition of multiplayer, but even that from a single player perspective starts to show flaws that weren't present before. And if I look at the current review score on Steam, it looks like I'm not the only one who had mixed feelings. I love the Little Nightmare games and I do look forward to the DLC, but mostly do I hope that the developers will take along any constructive criticism they get for their first attempt at making a game in this universe of the nowhere. Just because not everyone may be super positive on this game does not mean that they can't make 2 absolute banger DLC chapters, and who knows what else in the future. As for you all, whether or not you share similar thoughts as me to Little Nightmares 3, or think very differently, I regardless hope that you had a great time with either playing the game yourself or re-experiencing it through this Let's Play. Thank you very much for watching, have a very nice day, and as always, remember, have fun.